Hello everyone, and today I'm going to do a pick a pile reading on November 2019 and what's coming in for you. So we have 3 piles of cards here. Pile number 1 is Ametrine crystal, pile number 2 is Jade crystal, and pile number 3 is Citrine crystal. So this of course is a general card reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. So if you'd like to pause your video right now if you want to have a little meditation on which pile resonates with you. Thank you. With pile number 1, which is the Ametrine crystal. So we have number 13, letting go, which is equivalent to the death card. Number 16, out with the old and in with the new, which is the tower card. 2 of action, which is 2 of wands. 10 of emotion, which is 10 of cups. And successful completion, number 21, which is the world card. So just having a look at those cards first, and I can see straight away with 3 major arcana cards, and so they essentially all speak to major changes and transformations coming in November for you, or at least they're starting in November and rolling forward from there. We have number 13 here, letting go. And it says releasing the past can seem like a challenge, but it can also be liberating. Your angels will help you let go so that you can fly higher than ever before. Endings always herald new beginnings. Choose to allow the situation to lead you to a more joyful life. Change your life by changing your thoughts. So obviously in November it'll be important to let go of what no longer serves you, or serves your higher interests. Letting go of situations and people if that's the case. Now of course change can be quite frightening for people or upsetting, but when I look at these cards I see we have the world card there, so I think it will all work out really well for you going through the process. So we have out with the old and in with the new. Heaven is showing you a sign that it's time to move in a direction. Often this is because you're not happy and feel a lack of purpose in your life. So really this card is kind of, it is a wake-up call saying you need to make changes, particularly if you're not feeling happy or unfulfilled. And sometimes you just need to make, it doesn't have to be major changes, sometimes small changes are all that's needed. And in a relationship, if it's not fulfilling, we'll speak to your partner and see what you can do to move forward. Because we have the 2 of wands here. It says trust in your ability to make excellent choices. There's opportunities all around you if you just continue to move forward. So rather than get tied up in any changes that are happening and going into anxiety and fear, try as much as possible to look forward, to keep moving forward, but look forward with, with positive thoughts and intentions as much as possible. Where do you want to be? Don't sweat the details, just where's the bigger picture? Where would you like to be? Because we have the 10 of cups here, which is a type of emotional fulfillment card. It says life is blessing you with wonderful and loving family. Great happiness and emotional fulfillment are now on the horizon. Now it talks about family, but this doesn't have to be family at birth. It could be friends, people that you love in your life. There may be issues though with these relationships, and possibly, because I know we have family card also came out, and forgiveness card. So I believe there may be issues around some of these relationships. So maybe forgiveness may be needed somewhere along the way. And when I say forgiveness, that's more to help you release any negative feelings that's stopping you from moving forward. I'm not suggesting that you have to condone anyone's bad behaviour towards you, absolutely not. And you may need to release those people from your life if that's appropriate, but it's all about you feeling good, you releasing any negative emotions that are holding you back. We tend to carry things around with us rather than process them sometimes and let them go so that we can move forward. Because if you do that, we have the world card, successful completion. It says this is a time of incredible accomplishment. So it's all there. There's a lot of positive elements in these cards. Let me just see what else is coming up. And we have a transformation card, and this card is usually very much a positive indication of positive transformation in your life. And we have the truth card. Excuse me, I'm a little hoarse, a bit of a sore throat today. So the truth card. So this is asking you to look inward and determine what is your truth. What's your personal truth? And quite frankly, most of us aren't really sure what that is, because we grow up in families or in a culture that kind of teaches us certain things as the way things are, but they may not serve us anymore. So we have to decide, and going forward in this month, the month of November, be a bit more mindful of what works for you and what doesn't. And in other words, we have the intention card here as well. Set intentions for what you need. So if, and I know a lot of you are in financial bother or have financial concerns, for example, just look and see where you want to be financially. Try not to focus too much on where you are. Obviously get advice that you need to try and get to move forward in the situation, but at the end of the day, have a picture of where you want to be eventually and focus on that as much as possible, because positive thoughts lead to positive energy, which attracts positive energy back. And I know we tend to focus on the negatives in situations rather than the bigger picture. Sorry, I just shook the camera there. Because this card also came out with the intention card, Aradia. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correct. And this card is about finding out what works for you, even if it's not what everyone else approves of. So it's going back to the truth. What's your truth in a situation, in any situation? Don't just accept the status quo anymore. Go inward and find out what's working for you or what doesn't work. And then release anything that's not for your highest good. And only you can determine that. Because we have the going forward card, and this is a great card. It's a card of abundance, love, material, and wealth. And you'll see on it, there's a little roadway there, and it leads towards the sun. And it's asking you to follow your own path and don't get distracted. Decide where you want to be and head in that direction. Don't get pulled off it, as we're often distracted by various things going on in our lives. As much as possible, stay on that path. And the next card we have there is the Wonders card. So this is about opportunities that are waiting to come into your life. And the thing about it is there are opportunities that you may not even recognise or give much thought to, in the sense that most of us go through life kind of with a tunnel vision. We're brought up to think and believe certain things, and we don't always look outside of that. But this card is saying just expand your vision, widen your vision a little, because there's great things waiting to come into your life, and don't miss those opportunities because you don't necessarily recognise them. And we have the opportunity card coming out beside it, and that's a very similar card. It's talking about opportunities that there, and they may only be small opportunities, but don't miss out on them because you think they may not amount to much. Look at everything that's coming in and don't miss out on what might be there for you, because we have the Patience card. So I know a lot of you are going through fairly traumatic times at the moment in various areas of your life, but be patient, because things are changing and changing for the better. You may not see that now, but I suppose have a little faith and just do the work, as in release what you no longer need, look and see what works for you and follow through on that. Because the next card that came out was you have more options than you realise. And so, as I said, it's more about expanding your vision to recognise those opportunities and options as well. And we have emotional sensitivity, And it says, honour and respect your deep sensitivity as it's a gift to us all. And I know a lot of you are very emotionally sensitive. And that's not just on an emotional level, but also on a physical level. And so it's important really to look after yourself. And that's important in this month, because with transition and changes, it's quite demanding on the energy and on the emotions. So just go inward. This card is about following your intuition. Look after yourself. Mind yourself. And look at some of the basic things like your diet. If it's not as good as it could be, maybe look at that, improving that. Getting more sleep if you're not sleeping, getting enough sleep. And simple things as well, like I know a lot of people still would sleep with mobile phones under their pillow at night. You know, obviously, I mean, that's a safety hazard, but it's also a health hazard. And it can really interfere with your energy body. So just look at those things. Try, if possible, not have a mobile phone in your bedroom at night. I know a lot of people use them as alarms, including myself. So I try and put it out in the hallway, just so that it's not in the room. Have as little electronics in the bedroom as possible, so it's just a restful environment. So you can just rest more, have better sleep. And that's important. And other things, when because you're emotionally sensitive, your energy body is also sensitive. And often when you're in situations, like in work situations, I know we spoke of earlier about letting people or situations go that no longer serve you, but certain situations you still have to deal with people. And for instance, in work, there may be people there that are very demanding on your energy, but there's not a lot you can do. You still have to deal with them and work with them. So you really have to come up with techniques of minding yourself in that environment. And there's plenty of things you can do, and to learn to cope with those situations and minding yourself. For example, there's plenty of energy healers out there that can teach you techniques to mind your energy. So if you're feeling very drained after certain situations or dealing with people, they can teach you how to boost your energy and to protect your energy. And that's very important, because there's such demands on our energies these days. So it's a card about minding yourself and minding your health, more importantly. And the last two cards there, I went to pull one, but the two came out, and it says build on solid ground. It's saying much the same thing as I've said earlier. Look after yourself. When you're making these new changes, decide what works for you. Let go of what you don't need and speak up. And this isn't just about being assertive. It's about being more authentic, I suppose, in your communications with people. And just tell them exactly what you want or what you need. Honour yourself. And that ties into your emotional sensitivity. It's about being true to yourself, really. And that's what it's all about, really. This what the month of November is about. It's about being true to yourself, releasing what you no longer need so that you can move forward for a wonderful future. And it's all there. You have a great future in store for you, but just to release what you no longer need and embrace the future that you want. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much. So we've pile number 2, which is the Jade crystal. Have a look at the cards. We have the first one there, which is the 5 of Action, which is the 5 of Wands in the traditional deck. Healer of Thought, which is the Queen of Swords. Healer of Abundance, which is the Queen of Pentacles. Number 12, Seeing Clearly, which is the Hanged Man. 8 of Emotion, or 8 of Cups. Okay, so we'll have a look at those first. Okay, so what's coming in November? Well, we have 5 of Action there, And this is talking about a situation, possibly a work situation. So we're talking about one's energy, but it could be any situation in your life. So it's a situation that's challenging and that has you, I suppose, upset. And it says here, the angels want you to know that your current challenge pushes you to be assertive and self-confident. So really it's asking you to step into your power, to be assertive, stand up for yourself. We have the two queens, these two queen energies beside it, and the healer of thought and the healer of abundance. And these two cards, they're all about growth and development. So stand into your power. It says here, it's time to clean up your life. Get rid of anything that clutters your space or makes you disorganized. People who take from you but don't give back should be released as well. So whatever is going on in this situation, it's very draining for you and you're clearly not happy. And we have the healer of abundance. Never doubt that you can make a difference. Your creativity and ability to be innovative makes you destined to succeed. And this is about looking after yourself. So it's standing in your power, be confident. Whatever the situation is, you need to look at it. Stand back, because we have this card here at number 12, seeing clearly. It's time to view things from a different perspective. You have the blessed gift to see past the current situation and envisage amazing possibilities. So stand back. What do you need to do to make this situation more palatable? If it's a work situation, what changes can you make or can be made so that it makes it something that you can work with? Because if you do all of that, we have the 8 of emotion here. It says you feel a deep longing for something meaningful in your life. In your heart, you know that there's more out there waiting for you in the world. Maybe time to switch career, move to a new home or city, or initiate other important changes. So, in other words, what it's saying is, whatever's going on in this situation, you simply have to move through it. You need to make the changes. Now, if it's a job, that doesn't mean you have to leave the job, but you do need to make changes within that job to make it more palatable for you. Or maybe it does mean to leave, but I'm not sure just yet. We have the support card here. So I think it is a situation that you will need support with. Now, support could be different types of support. It could be just the support of friends or possibly more professional support. Now, I have the assertiveness card come out again. So, as well, I should say. So, in other words, you really need to step into your own power. And if you need support to do that, that's fine. I know there's assertiveness classes and different types of support there to help you with that. And it could be other types of support as well, more professional, as in maybe you might need to take legal advice about this other situation. So just have a think about what type of support you need. Because if you do that and really stand up for yourself, the blessings card has come out. So it's almost saying that this situation, even though it's been challenging, it could be nearly like a blessing in disguise. And this card is also about being protected more at a higher level. And we're talking about angels and guides, if you believe in those. So they have your back. So you just keep working for yourself, stand up for yourself, do what you need to do, and you are protected. We have the solar plexus chakra card here, and it says it's safe for you to be powerful and take charge of your life in positive ways. And of course the solar plexus is the energy center that's all about personal power. So it feeds into the assertiveness card there. Really stand up for yourself, be assertive, stand in your power, and this situation will resolve in a positive manner for you. Now, I think it's not just this situation that we're talking about. I think it's more in your life in general. You need to make those changes for yourself. Just stand up for yourself. Be your own best friend. Because we have this card, reevaluate your priorities. And this card is all about asking you to examine a situation. It could be people that you're dealing with, or a situation where you feel that your integrity has been compromised, or other people's morals and ethics, or lack of morals and ethics are having a negative effect on you. Now, say if it's a work situation and there's something going on there that's really not very palatable for you, but you're putting up with it because, you know, there's other benefits to the job, you need to really reevaluate that. Don't ever compromise your own principles, however difficult that might be. And this situation is asking you to evaluate or reevaluate what's going on there and find a way to work it out, either work out the situation, make changes so that, you know, your integrity isn't being compromised, or maybe you need to move out of the situation completely. But it is asking you to look at to reevaluate your priorities. So in other words, you know, stand up for yourself again. And we have this card, Lilac Mist. These cards are kind of saying the same thing, really. It's saying that you may have a situation that seems very challenging and you're like, oh, what's going on here? Gosh. But it's saying that you are protected and that this situation will work out for your higher good and that you will be happy ultimately with the outcome. So don't worry about it. Things are okay, or will be okay, if you stand up for yourself. And because we have the release card here, so that's saying just release whatever you need to release. And this can do with how you think about a situation. So release maybe any negative thoughts that are stopping you from moving forward with this situation. We have the happiness card, because I believe if you do stand up for yourself, stand in your personal power, this situation will bring you happiness ultimately. And this is very much a card of abundance as well. Be true to yourself. It's the most important thing. It's not always easy given circumstances in life, but really it's something to think about. And we have the new beginnings card. And these are positive new beginnings are in store for you. So just hang in there. Have faith that things will work out. And it looks like they will, and will work out quite happily. Because we have the resurrection card as well. And that's saying about situations that have been challenging for you. Changes. Have faith that there's changes there that are about to come in that will help you and help the situation, and it will be okay. And we have the purification card there. And that's similar to the release card. It's talking about getting rid of what you no longer need so you can move forward, so you can let better energy in. So deal with this situation, this challenging situation. And, you know, everything will work out. And you'll find that your whole life can change for the best. It can be a very positive situation in general. You see the sunflower here. The rain is coming down, and I know traditionally the rain was often associated with rebirth. So it's almost like a mini rebirth for you. Stand in your power, and you'll be a different person, and you'll flourish. The sunflower's flourishing with the rain. It needs the rain, and that can be you, flourishing and thriving. So, if you like this reading, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much. This is pile number 3, the Citrine crystal. So let's have a look at the cards. The first card there is the 2 of Abundance, Helper of Action, Guardian of Action, 10 of Thought, number 6, Open Your Heart, and 9 of Emotion. Now we'll have a look at those cards first. So what's coming in November? So the first card there, 2 of Abundance, or 2 of Pentacles in the traditional tarot deck. So this could be you, looks like balancing and juggling different aspects of your life. So you're very busy, you're doing a lot. Maybe things are quite hectic. I feel maybe that it may be too busy for you, and that maybe you need to slow down a little and take it easy, because we have the Helper of Action, the next card, and that is the Knight of Wands. And it says you're blessed with many wonderful things to do. It would be great if you could take the time to make a plan first, but you probably don't have the time. So it's kind of saying that you're busy, but maybe not in the most organized way, and that maybe it's a bit type of busyness to try and not think about things. We have the Guardian of Action here, which is the equivalent of the King of Wands, and it says it's time for you to step up and be the leader. So in other words, I suppose, take charge of your life. Don't just be busy for the sake of it. And I think the reason for the busyness is it may be to do with you've had some difficulties in the past, and I think it may be to do with the relationship. Now, it could be a love relationship, or it could be family members or friends, because indeed we have, I believe we have the family card here. So we could be talking about a family member. Now, not necessarily a member of your family of birth, but it could be, family that people that you're close to. It could be friends or whatever. And there may have been an issue with somebody, because we have this card here saying 10 of thought, which is 10 of swords. A situation that's been troubling you has come to an end, and you can breathe a sigh of relief. With the challenging times behind you, you now can move on. So it's like whatever's been going on in the relationship, it's now in a way resolved itself. And cards now are saying, this is number 6, open your heart, which is the equivalent of the Lover's card. And it's saying, literally open your heart, allow love to grow and bloom all around you. So whatever's gone on, and this relationship, as I said, it could be a close relationship, an intimate relationship, but it could be a friendship, or it could even be a work relationship. Whatever's gone on in the past, the problem has sorted itself out. So it's now asking you to, I suppose, have faith and not release anything that you need to release in order to move on. Because it says, we have this card here, it says let your past go. So don't hold on to whatever it is that may be holding you back from moving forward in the relationship. We have Buddha Nature card. Now this card talks about you could be suffering from anxiety or even a type of trauma from a past, from a relationship or a situation. Now, it could be a past relationship and that's affecting current relationships, or it could be a current relationship that has now improved, and it's possible to move forward in a positive way. But to have faith in yourself, we have this card, vacuum away fear. So release fear, have faith in yourself, have faith that things will be better than they have been. And we have go with the flow card. So things have improved, or things can improve for you. And we have the join in card. Now this card is talking about a situation where it's now ideal time for you to possibly commit to the relationship. Now, as I said, that doesn't mean it's an intimate relationship, but it could be a friendship or whatever. It's now safe, the troubles are behind, you can move forward in the relationship, or you can release any baggage from past relationships to allow you to move forward in a current relationship. Because we have the inner peace card. Allow yourself to be more peaceful. Release whatever anxieties you have. And this will make going forward a lot easier for you, not only for this relationship, but all other relationships. And we have the courage card. So have courage in yourself. You have it. It's just to tap into it and realise that going forward, that there are great things in store for you, because we have the 9 of emotion card, which is the 9 of cups, which is a type of emotional fulfillment card. So if you can release any anxieties you've had about this past relationship and move forward, there are great things in store for you. And we have the relaxation card. So just relax. have faith that things are going to work out, because things are looking very good for you. We have the change card. Of course, this means a little bit of change on your behalf, but that change, the change now, would pay dividends down the road. And the pleasure card is saying take pleasure in what's in front of you now. So this relationship, this current relationship, go for it. Open your heart. Just enjoy it. Relax. Know that everything is okay and it's safe for you to enjoy it. You might not know now, but you will. So this is just saying, literally, again, go with the flow. Everything is going to be okay. Okay.